When is a lawsuit just bribe laundering? This is something that I've been thinking about, watching all of these lawsuits that Trump is launching at various companies.
Oh, hold on. What do you mean bribe laundering? Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so basically, bribe laundering, like money laundering is like obscuring the origin of the money. And I think these lawsuits are basically just cover up to allow like legal bribery, right? So the way it works is this, like Trump sues a company for something that's just obvious bullshit, right? So he launched numerous lawsuits against various social media platforms, YouTube, Meta, Twitter. All of the legal experts said he had almost no chance of winning, and yet all of these companies settled for like tens of millions of dollars. So in like really weird ways too. So YouTube settled the lawsuit. They're going to pay $22 million towards his new ballroom that he's making, and then $2.5 million to like other conservatives and groups that were involved in this lawsuit. Meta settled for $25 million. When Trump sued them for being suspended from Facebook, and X agreed to settle the lawsuit for $10 million.
Do you think it's a money amount thing?
$10 million, $20
Sure.
million,
Is that the floor? Like,
apparently.
So the lowest amount here we have for just like these outrageous opening bids for like, oh, you called me a mean name. That's $1 billion, X. Ooh, got a good deal there. Whittled him down from $1 billion to 10 million. I don't know. If you settled for $1, it certainly wouldn't feel like a bribe. So what's the number that makes it feel like a bribe?
I've heard that lawyers are expensive, right? And it might be that you could win a case, right? It might be that you expect to win a case. Let's say you're 90% certain that if your case went to court, you would win it. But it's going to cost you $2 million to pay your lawyers through that process. And there's a 10% chance that you lose, and then you lose $50 million. So enter all that into calculator, and like you should be willing to settling for, $10 million gets rid of all that uncertainty and just gets rid of the whole thing. And so like, this is why most lawsuits settle, right?
But at the same time, if you or I sued one of these companies, they would never settle with us for $10 million, like if we're just suing them for getting banned like Donald Trump is, right?
Totally. But like if two companies, if a company sues another company, or people with money for lawyers sue other people with money for lawyers, and then a lot of the time they would settle. But yeah, probably they wouldn't bother to waste their time on totally frivolous lawsuits. I guess what I'm saying is that, like, even if a thing is totally frivolous, like, well, maybe in Trump's corrupted justice system, maybe there's some risk, like suing for a really large amount.
I have another process question. Is this Trump using the Department of Justice to sue, or is this Trump's personal lawyers?
No, he's suing them personally. This is the U.S. government is not involved here. They're just looming threateningly in the background, uninvolved in any way, of course.
Well, I mean,
Trump would never use the power of the federal government in a way to benefit his personal life and finances.
Yeah.
So you're saying he could be tried criminally for these actions because they're not official actions of the president?
I guess if you could prove that they were illegal.
Yeah, anyway, just saying.
But I think filing frivolous lawsuits against people is not illegal.
Yeah,
until you've done it enough times.
That's just called being an American patriot. Frivolous lawsuits is our national sport.
Yeah, but so I don't think that this can be like purely a business decision, right? Because like if you settle with every like idiot who sues you for some frivolous case, then you'll soon, and you pay them $10 million each, you'll soon be out of money and out of business, right? So
right, but
Trump is clearly
Donald Trump is a singular idiot. He's like, he stands above the crowd in his idiocy and the damage that he can do.
Yeah. So that's he's basically like, you're saying he's operating like a mafia captain then.
That's
right. It sure would be a shame if you were to lose this expensive lawsuit.
There is an implicit threat that comes with the president of the United States personally suing you. They're not technically using the Justice Department for this case. They do have the power of the U.S. government behind them, even if they're not using it specifically in this capacity.
When you were researching this, are there examples of other presidents suing people while they were in office? Because
I didn't check that. I don't think so. Not like this.
Maybe like a quick Googling, because I'm almost like, in terms of like answering our question, like when is a lawsuit just soliciting a bribe? I feel like anytime the president sues you, it's like, you're the fucking president. Like, how much damage has been done to you? You're the president of the United States. Like, if you're so damaged, like, why are you the most powerful person on earth?
Yes, other U.S. presidents have been sued in office. Thanks, AI. That's not the question I asked.
Oh, if only you had that $200 a month browser, dude. Then you'd be cooking.
Yeah. Then it would have sent your credit card to some scammers.
I think he might be the first.
It does seem like it.
Like, all the other information here is about Donald Trump.
Yeah, I feel like if the president is, while you're president, it's just kind of like hard to even say that you have experienced damages. It's like, it's one thing if
How bad could it be? You're the president.
Right. Yeah, basically that. It's like, oh, you should have been God King, but you're only president because your Facebook account got canceled.
I guess so. You know, like,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this a little bit the other day. Like, is president the most dangerous job per capita?
It's pretty far up there.
It's like
Yeah.
10% or something, right?
The assassination rate is really high.
And just dying.
When I looked up the most dangerous job years ago, it was like fisherman for Alaskan king crab, but like the casualty rate is not like 10% like it is for the president. So I don't know.
It is a dangerous job.
I found an example from our past. Here we go. In 1913, a small town newspaper published a story that said a former American president had a drinking problem. That president, Teddy Roosevelt, sued the paper and he won. His award from the jury was 6 cents, which
Like,
was the last time that a U.S. president sued a media outlet for libel and won.
And that was a former president.
And that
when
was a
he
former
sued.
president, yes.
President
Right.
at the time.
Yeah, so here's one candidate answer to your question, Danny. It has nothing to do with amount. It is just the fact that it is the president of the U.S. suing you makes it a bribe solicitation. And let's say, and if I had to come up with like what is like the main counterexample like scenario that jumps out to me, it's like, okay, if they're suing for something that you did during their term as president, then that's fine. Because then maybe. Though I don't know about libel. I don't think you can libel the president.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I do kind of feel like the president shouldn't be able to sue people like this. Even if it's justified, suck it up, dude. You're the president. People can talk shit about you.
Exactly. It's like, especially,
it should wait, right? Like until after you're president.
Exactly.
Put
Like,
that
what's
on
the
hold.
statute of limitations? If it's 5 years, whatever. I'd be happy to extend the statute of limitations for
You get a
libel
special carve out.
for presidents. So instead of 5 years, it's 9 years if you get reelected. But yeah, it's just too asymmetric, and certainly if any kind of frivolous case, even a borderline case. Like, presidents shouldn't be suing people for libel, even if people are libeling them.
Presidents shouldn't be crying about being banned from social media.
So, yeah, I think Trump is a bad president.
Yeah, basically, this is like, even if this were all above board, like, what would prevent, like, a president from taking bribes this way, right? Like, that's why I think this has to be not allowed. It's too open to abuse, even if it was like
a legitimate thing that they were suing them for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you just got to wait. You have to wait till you're not in office. Right. I mean, like, we have all these rules. It's so funny. Like, the Justice Department has all these, like, whatever, memos and whatever, these policies that you can't prosecute a president while they're sitting, right? We're never going to do that. I feel like, because that could, like, impede the president's ability to do his job. Like, this seems like equal. I mean, it's just not been relevant because we haven't had anywhere near as big of an asshole as president before. I mean, maybe that's not true. We've had some doozies, but I don't know. This one is special.
Quick. Who's the second biggest asshole or first biggest
Andrew
asshole?
Jackson, dude.
Yeah, Jackson and Nixon are the only ones in the same galaxy, right?
Do you think we'll remember Trump like Andrew Jackson? I think no. I think like Trump is not doing any acts of physical bravery in the same way that Andrew Jackson did.
Yeah, but he's got Gen AI, so I mean his followers think he does. They think he's like young and viral.
Hey, there's still time. There's still time for President Trump to bring back dueling and try his luck with Andrew Jackson's signature style of how Andrew Jackson won his duels?
He shot the other guy first?
Shot the other guy second.
That's hardcore, dude.
Andrew Jackson took one in the chest once and still fired back and killed the guy.
Maybe the president shouldn't just be accepting tens of millions of dollars from all these giant corporations. It seems not very good for democracy. If you disagree, leave a comment. If you agree, leave a comment. Yeah, that's been another episode of Info Hazard.